We've now racked the balls, and now we will have a tip on breaking the balls. Game of 9 ball. According to V&A rules, balls are racked properly. 1 ball is the first ball that is hit. The 1 ball must be the first ball hit when you're breaking the balls. As you're coming back, your breaking line is your head spring. Cue ball must be placed in any area behind the head spring when you're breaking the balls. Most importantly, regardless of where your cue ball is set, regardless of what angle you want to come into the rack, the most important thing on breaking the balls is hitting this ball as full as you possibly can. When you're making contact with the cue ball into this ball, you want all the force generated into the 1 ball into the rest of the balls. If your cue ball comes in at any angle off of this ball, if it glances off this ball in any direction, just a fraction off, then your cue ball ends up running wild around the table. You'll end up with a cue ball on the floor, you'll end up with a cue ball in a pocket, or you'll end up with your cue ball buried back down here on the foot rail somewhere where you don't have a follow-up shot. Ideally, when you break the balls, you want your cue ball square on the nose, catch this ball, the cue ball would stay in the general area of the middle of the table. From this position, regardless of where the balls are at, you should have yourself an opening second shot, provided you made a ball on the break. Now we will go into the actual break itself. Okay, for my 9 ball break, I prefer breaking from this angle here. I do use a drop cloth on my own table due to the wear on the table. Setting my cue ball, I will come in. I do want to emphasize that the break does not completely fall on power. What you need is more consistency, a better technique than power. You come in trying to power the ball, you'll end up with a cue ball flying all over the place. But you build up to your power. You build up your power by gaining confidence on just starting off with a medium to 3/4 speed on your break. And then once you start pocketing balls, once you see that your break is working, your cue ball is landing up in this general area, then you increase on your power on the break. And if you're increasing on the power on the break, you start losing your cue ball, you start losing control, then you just back off a little bit. And then eventually, as you gain confidence and you gain your stroke, you progress and eventually become a power breaker. And once again, you will be following through, you will come down. Once you make contact with that cue ball, it's going to be one continuous stroke. You're going to follow all the way through as far as possible. You're going to come in, I'm aiming at that 1 ball, I want to hit it as square as possible. I'm coming in, looking at my ball,